Hi, everybody. Good morning and happy to be talking to you. This is TV Ramachandran, or President of Broadband India Forum, talking on the occasion of the first ever conference on subsea cable systems and their importance to the digital economy, which we are doing here in India. I look at subsea cable system as something akin to a foundation of a building or a structure. Nobody sees the foundation. You admire the building, you look at it, it looks glamorous, it looks fine and all that. But nobody understands what is holding it up, multi-story or three stories. And that foundation is sunk deep in. That has to be strong, resilient, sustainable. Subsea cable systems are akin to that. They are the foundation, they have been sunk in deep sea, several kilometers below the surface, buried in the sea, and popping up at the coastline of countries, and carrying over 95% of the data which the world requires, communicates. Today, inclusivity is not just tackling the bottom of the pyramid in your own country or in your own district or state. Inclusivity is global. You have to be connected to the world. The entire world is a village, and we need to work wise, social wise, our families abroad, our businesses are connected. So we need to be vitally connected with the world. And that connectivity is handled by subsea cable systems, which are systems built up from optic fiber. It's a complex construction, very intricate, highly secure, with several armor claddings, etc. And that has to be handled very well. That carries all the data of the world, which people talk of in terabytes. So we need to ensure that is well protected, nurtured, and taken along, because if you are an advanced digital economy, you will be generating lots and lots of data. Today, we in India, we are we came onto data pretty late. It was 2016 when 4G mobile broadband came. So we first started tasting broadband and digital connectivity, and it was heaven. So we think we have got there. We now think everything is done. No, it's only the beginning. Because even today, 97% of our connectivity is through mobile, through airwaves, towers, fiber. People realize that, understand that. And that carries, it has excellent, it is connectivity, very easy, very convenient. Everybody can carry it in your pocket, but it has its own limitations. Because they are airwaves, by the laws of physics, they cannot carry more bandwidth, as we call it today. So when 20 GB comes, you think it's very high. We are using very high rate of, people say we are the highest consuming data per subscriber. In a way, for mobile alone. But in an advanced digital economy of the West or the East, whether it is Singapore, Japan, Europe, USA, they are now talking of consuming, how much about 500 to 700 GB per connection per month, 30 times or more than what we are doing. And that connectivity is vital. But they are doing it over fixed lines, fiber-based broadband. How much are we in India? Hardly 3% of our broadband, because 97% is mobile, hardly 3% is on fixed line. Whereas in these countries, the fixed line connectivity is about 35 to 40%. They are comparable regimes. So fantastic delivery of fantastic ability to cope with data is there. We will be growing. If we go through video consumption, go through advanced gaming, remote diagnostics, etc., your data consumption is going to reach those same levels. And that happens, are we prepared for it? We have to examine that when we are at this level. So we have to, when we have that consumption, we have to carry it across the seas. We now have our number of cable landing stations in India is just less than 20, 14 or 15, the TRA chairman said. And global, he said, is 600. So can you imagine? We have only 2% or 3% of that. The number of cable landing stations, number of cables also of the same order, 2 to 3%. So we need to, this is a great opportunity. I don't see it as a challenge. I think, like Amarjit said today also, it's a great excitement. You can do a lot from India, but we cannot be complacent. We can't keep patting ourselves on the back that, yes, we have arrived. No, world will not wait for us. We have to build up our capacity. We have to build up safety and security, because if our cables go through risk-prone areas, whether it is, say, the Red Sea area or South China Sea, areas like that, then we stand at risk. Once a cable is cut, then entire country may be cut off on connectivity. You won't like that. So that is very, very important. And one cut means, to repair a simple cut takes about 15 to 20 crores of rupees for just one cut. And you have to wait 6 months to get the repair done because we don't have our own repair facility. If such a big, important digital economy, if you don't have your own repair facility, then it's going to handicap you. See, I told you the importance of cable landing, how it's important for the digital economy like India. That awareness must come all around. Number two, this cannot, I come from the private sector in a way, not really, I'm an NGO, but I would say this sector cannot be left to only private sector. Government oversight, government facilitation is very important. Because why? Because it is a strategic national asset. It is a critical communication infrastructure. TRA chairman has said it. ITU has said that. It's rated it as critical communication infrastructure. That being the case, I can't as government sit aside and say, okay, I'll leave it to market forces. Market forces will be market forces. They'll go only by bottom line. So we need that perspective coming in, and we will do whatever we can to support. Broadband India Forum is completely wedded to this concept that we have to grow our subsea cable system, safety and capacity, and that we will try to contribute as much as we can in a small way for the growth of this area.